The Shamar Elkins case has shaken this country to its core since April 19th. 8 children confirmed dead, 2 women fighting to stay alive from hospital beds, and then there is the detail that most channels buried in a single line and moved past. Inside that house on West 79th Street, there was a child who made it out alive. A 12-year-old girl named Markiana. She was inside that home when Shamar Elkins came through the door. She witnessed what happened. She ran for the roof in the dark while the man chasing her had already taken her brother's life. She jumped from that roof. She survived landing with scratches while her mother hit the ground beside her with a shattered pelvis and broken hip. Markiana is alive. And the question that comment sections across every platform covering this case are demanding an answer to the question mainstream media has not slowed down long enough to address is, what does a 12-year-old carry for the rest of her life after surviving something like that? Who is making sure she gets what she needs right now? And why is the conversation about her still not happening? But that is not the only thing this case just revealed. In the last 48 hours, this case shifted in ways most channels have completely missed. The Shreveport Police Department released a revised official timeline that corrects a major sequence of events that every single outlet reported wrong. A federal court affidavit uncovered a moment 6 weeks before April 19th where this entire massacre could have been prevented. One conversation between 2 men, one decision, and the man who had that conversation chose to walk away. Today we cover all of it. The corrected police timeline. The court affidavit details nobody reported fully. The confrontation 6 weeks before the shooting, that went nowhere. How Elkins actually died, because most outlets still have not reported that accurately. The latest condition of every survivor. And the conversation about Markiana that this country needs to start having right now. Welcome to Oju Crime Stories. Subscribe before this video goes any further. Hit that notification bell. Every update on this case comes here first. Drop a comment and tell us where you are watching from. Now, here is everything. Here is what you need locked in before we get into the new developments. On the morning of April 19th, 2026, a mass shooting unfolded across 2 addresses in the Cedar Grove neighborhood of Shreveport, Louisiana. It began at West 79th Street and extended to Harrison Street before ending in Bossier City just after 7 a.m. 8 children were killed, 5 girls, 3 boys, ages 3 to 11. 7 were the biological children of the shooter. The 8th was his nephew, 10-year-old Marcaden Pugh, the son of his sister-in-law, Keosha Pugh. 2 women were shot. Both survived. 1 child escaped through a roof. The shooter was Shamar Elkins, 31 years old, former National Guard soldier. A man who had a felony weapons conviction, a VA hospitalization following a suicide attempt, a pre-marriage death threat nobody ever reported, and a stolen weapon in his hands for at least 6 weeks before that Sunday morning. He is dead, but this case is far from closed. This is the update most channels have not covered properly, and it changes the sequence of events that every outlet originally reported. When this case first broke, investigators and media reported that Elkins went to Harrison Street first, that he shot his ex-wife, Christina Snow, took her children, and then drove to West 79th Street. That was wrong.